So today we're going to talk about music. So I feel like a lot of people, music is in their day-to-day rituals. You probably get in your car, on your way to work you listening to music, on your way home you're listening to music, probably on your jobs maybe you got music in your ears. But what kind of music are you listening to? Music, right, has a big effect, large effect on humanity. I'm talking about today's music. If you go all the way back, there was a conscious effort put in place to change the music from 432. 432 is harmony. 432 is the frequency of the universe. 432 is healing. 432 activates the heart chakra, activates love, joy, activates healing on a cellular level. And they changed it, I think it was like in 1939 to 440. The Earth's frequency is 8 hertz. 8 hertz is what the brain is at in a relaxed state in alpha. Okay, this is something that you can't see. So we need to get humanity to a point where seeing is believing is like who came up with that? Seeing is believing. Like that's kind of like a setup, because now we have so many people that have to see it to believe it, when the whole foundation of existence is missing when you go by that type of ideology. When they chose to switch this over, you could say like, oh, maybe it was coincidence, but nothing is a coincidence. That is intentionally done to dumb down, to keep your consciousness low. So you can have a community, a town, a party, a show, a concert. You can have all of this. They could put out a certain frequency, then trigger you with a staged event, and now everybody's going crazy and don't know why. It's not coincidental that the most low vibrating music is pushed to our community. That's not a coincidence. And these people start feeling it. This is what they're feeling, and then they start acting on it, and then you have all these things happening, deaths, murders. It literally shortens your life. Like, there are studies on this. It literally will shorten your life, and by shortening your life, that means that your telomeres are shortened. They can look at your telomeres and know how long or how little you have left, and you can get age back by doing certain things like meditating, listening to the right music. This is a part of the reason why when I go to bed, I put on certain frequencies, 432, 528, 741. I put on certain frequencies when I go to sleep, and I also sleep under the cover so it's dark. I do that intentionally. These are intentional things that I do. Music has an effect over the population, and if you think about it, if they have an effect over the population through the music, like they could turn this whole thing around if they wanted to. They can take steps to turn this thing around, like just like they shadow ban and take things off of line and try to get rid of all this stuff that's online. They can do the same thing with the media. They can stop showing us certain fearful things, certain things that just keep us stuck and afraid and in the same loop. They can do that if they wanted to. They don't want to do that. See, this stuff is simple. They made this shit complicated. It's very simple. It's not that hard. They the one changed it, did this, twisted that, put this here, took this out, inserted this. If you are listening to things that you wouldn't want your daughters, mothers, sons, brothers, cousins, and if you're listening to things that you wouldn't want a loved one going through, then you probably shouldn't listen to it. Listen, we need to start doing things that don't cost us much, but some discipline in the beginning, and then it just becomes natural. When you know better, you do better, and you just roll with it, and you will be surprised how much a little change changes little things in your life, and all of a sudden the things you thought were cool ain't so cool no more. all of a sudden listening to this, it doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit right in your spirit.